So I have a friend of mine who's kind of my adoptive grandmother, and she lives on the Lower South Hill, and she relies on a couple of mother-in-law apartments to have really her sole source of income. And she unfortunately got a bad tenant in there that was not supposed to be using drugs and drinking. But you know how it is, good intentions, he screened fine, she took a chance on him, and then he just spiraled down and started just vandalizing the apartment and causing trouble, threatening her other tenant. Our neighborhood conditions officer, NCO, I remember the term, it used to be NRO, was so terrific in coming and helping her out when she had troubles. But he couldn't be available all the time. We're only stretched so far with the force that we have on the street right now. And her tenant ended up totally trashing this apartment, doing thousands of dollars of damage. She was afraid because she's, almost 90 years old and can't confront somebody 50 years younger than her in a situation like that. And I bet people watching tonight, there may be a few of you out there that have stories sort of like that, where you just couldn't quite get the service you needed at the time you needed. And one of the reasons why is we don't have enough police officers on the street. The chief has said it, the mayor has said it, this council has said it, and I can find you a lot of folks in my district who will say it too. So what are we going to do about that? Well, we have to do something. And none of those folks that I just mentioned can make it happen besides this council. Everybody can talk about needing officers, but only we can take the steps necessary to fund them. We tried doing it at the budget cycle in December. We're trying right now again. I've heard a whole lot of reasons up here, from what month it is to whether or not there's a guild contract, as reasons why we shouldn't do this. And quite frankly, none of those sound like good reasons to me. And I know a lot of my people in the 2nd District will look at me and say, John, those aren't good reasons either. We want these folks now, and every month we delay means it's going to take longer to get them on the force. We can't snap our fingers and have 10 to 25 cops just appear out of thin air. We have high standards for lateral transfers. They've got to be really good folks to be on our force. And if they're not lateral transfers, we've got to send them through the police academy. And that takes time. So I've never heard a better time than the present to address a problem. That's why I'm going to be supporting this tonight. And I appreciate Council President bringing this forward, and I hope we continue to bring things forward until we get this problem solved.
Councilwoman McLaughlin, did you have a follow-up?